When I decided that I was going to move to Ghana, I understood that I was actually moving towards freedom. So Malcolm X has been one of my favorite heroes for a long time. And in 2021, when I wrote my book, A Smart Ghana Repatriation Guide, one of the things that most authors are trying to figure out is what day do you release your book, right? You're trying to figure out what day do I release the book? What's the best day? I want to make sure that everybody, but for me, it was important that I release it on a significant day. And what better day than Malcolm's birthday? So my book was released May 19th, 2021. The book is still available on Amazon today. I've gotten tons of responses from people. Everybody that I've met who, and I get surprised when I meet people who actually read the book, right? If you're an author and you've written a book before, I get surprised. I'm like, oh wow, you read the book? People are like, yes, I read it twice. Not only did I read it twice, I highlighted, I underlined. This has been so helpful. But what I want to read for you is a quote that's in this book in the tribute to Malcolm X. When a person places the proper value on freedom, there is nothing under the sun that he will not do to acquire that freedom. Whenever you hear a man saying he wants freedom, but in the next breath, he is going to tell you what he won't do to get it, or what he doesn't believe in doing in order to get it. He doesn't believe in freedom. A man who believes in freedom will do anything under the sun to acquire or preserve his freedom. Omowale Malcolm X. Now, that quote was so significant to me because when I decided that I was going to move to Ghana, I understood that I was actually moving towards freedom. I understood that the spirit, that the energy, that everything that I felt that pulled me and that propelled me to uproot myself from the United States of America in Washington, D.C. and leave go-go music there, even though I brought it here twice, but to not be able to go to the go-go, to not be near some of my closest friends, to be further away from my family. All of the various things that I do miss about being at home is what Malcolm talked about when he says there is nothing that a man will not do under the sun to acquire his freedom. So for me, moving to Ghana was about freedom. It was about getting free, and it was about staying free in more ways than one. So I was happy to write this book. I'm happy that so many people have read the book. I'm happy that so many people have commented. Let me tell you a little bit about the book. The book has 20 chapters. We talk a little bit about everything. Again, the book is dedicated to Malcolm X. Thank you so much. The fact that we're celebrating your 100th birthday in 2025 is just crazy to me. And I know that for a lot of black men and black women, you represent so much of us because you went from one end of the spectrum to the next end of the spectrum. And as Ozzie Davis said in your eulogy, you are indeed our shining black hero. And if in my life, the work that I do can live up to the example that you led and can make you proud in your grave, then that also makes me happy. And this book is a part of that effort. So this book, A Smart Ghana Repatriation Guide, has 20 chapters. We talk about the journey that I took, defining your personal why Ghana, understanding that demographics, some people don't know Ghana is a country. They still think that Ghana is a city or something like that, but it's a country in the continent of Africa. It talks about knowing some of your history. It talks about the fact of ethnicity and language. We talk about food and diet. We talk about hospitals, insurance, healthcare. We talk about education, theory, and practice. One of my favorite chapters in this book is managing your privilege, expectations, and relationships. And that's very, very important when you're moving to a place where your dollar may be valued more. I'm gonna talk to you a little bit more about that. We're talking about the government. We're talking about managing money and finance. We talk about citizenship, residency, and permits. Oh, we're gonna get into that a little bit because almost 1,000 people have gotten citizenship since I wrote this book. We're gonna talk about land, real estate, and renting. Very, very interesting fact. So many people coming to Ghana to do real estate business and investment, but most people don't know that 60% of the court cases in Ghana are land disputes. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about, the book talks about business and investment, managing traffic, talk about tourism, art and culture, nightlife, entertainment, media messaging, transportation, nightlife. We literally cover everything in this book. Now, in 2020, when I started writing this book during COVID, I was in my village of Repatriate, and to be honest, I was trying to write another book. I thought that it was time for me to write. The book that I'm writing now in 2025 is the book that I was trying to write in 2021. But this is the book that came out. The book has 101 dynamic QR codes, and that allowed me to write a book with only 240 pages and avoid writing a voluminous book, right? So had I wrote everything that you could find when you scan these QR codes, this book would be 2 or 3 volumes, but it's not. The book is still available on Amazon, and for everybody in 2025 who still believes in reading a book, everybody who believes in scholarship, this book is something that you definitely want to get. There's a lot happening in the world right now. There's a lot happening in the US, and now more than ever, more people are beginning to align themselves with Malcolm X's definition of freedom, and that is that anybody who truly wants freedom will do anything under the sun to gain it. They'll do anything under the sun for freedom. Now, just like my elder, my ancestor, Omowale Malcolm X, he went from one side of life to the other. And as he became enlightened, if you notice, he grew. Every time you heard from him, he was growing, he was learning, he was doing more, and he was trying to figure out a way to help his people get free. Well, guess what? Like my elder, we've done the same thing. I've taken a Smart Ghana Repatriation Guide, this book, and we've turned the book to an online course. So this book is now an online course. The online course has 10 sessions. Inside of the sessions, I'm going to show you a few of them. You can see there's a video, a guided video with me talking you through each of the chapters. There are worksheets, there are downloadable information. It's so much information in this online course, and it's affordable. It's so much information in this online course that even if you're not thinking about moving to Ghana right now, like right this minute in 2025, but you're thinking about it for the future, I created this for my people. I created this because I see so many people asking me questions every day. Number one, what's it like living in Africa? Like, how do I move? What do I do? There's some of us who still need help getting a visa, just kind of understanding that. So I felt like it's my responsibility to really do this course and provide this information for my people. So we're giving you so much information. You can also get assistance. You can schedule a one-on-one call, but trust me, you're going to want to register and sign up for Repatriation 101. Again, it's based on my book, A Smart Ghana Repatriation Guide. Please take a look at the link. Make sure you send us an email and sign up for Repatriation 101. If you're also interested in becoming an affiliate and sharing our course with other people and getting paid to do so, you can also do that. All you got to do is drop a comment and drop X. And once you drop X, we're going to send you all of the information that you need to sign up for the course, to become an affiliate, and to share this information as well. I want to thank you all for joining me today on this short YouTube session. I want to thank you for subscribing. I want to thank you for your support. And I want to thank you for sharing this information with everybody else. Don't forget to subscribe here. Go ahead, drop that X in the comments. We'll send you the link. And as a matter of fact, not only will you get the link to register for the Repatriation 101 course, I'm going to make sure you get a free bundle with some goodies. And I'm going to make sure you get a free Ghana starter kit. Drop the X. See you next time.